sheet like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek, the darkest corners we seek in the night. So feline and fair, from the sands of elsewhere, and through our glistening stare, perfect sight. Don't leave your treasures ignored, get bigger bolts on your doors, and tougher locks on your drawers, watch the street. You see this stealth is an art, pick your tumblers apart, you know you never can outsmart the Khajiit. Be not afraid. Stick to the shade. Khajiit like to sneak. Khajiit like to sneak. Khajiit like to sneak. The rocks of Skyrim so bleak, the frozen boulders and peaks we avoid. Step to the cities replete, move with the quietest feet, make every fool on the streets paranoid. So lock your windows and pray your jewels are stolen away. Khajiit are coming to play with your things, relieving you of your purse. Throughout the guild is dispersed, and while you crib and you curse, we will sing. Be not afraid. Stick to the shade. Khajiit like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek. Khajiit like to sneak, the darkest corners we seek. Khajiit like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek. Khajiit like to sneak, the darkest corners we seek.
We're merry men of Skyrim, so sturdy and so stout. When the day is done, when it's time for fun, we'll drink and sing and shout. You weak-livered milk drinkers can let your throats run dry, 'cause it's just one drink that we will sink until the day we die. Drinking mead in the halls of Whiterun, the maidens and the men. We swig our brew until we spew, then we fill our mugs again. You can keep your filthy skooma, it makes our bellies bleed. 'Cause when we raise our flagon to another dead dragon, there is just one drink we need, Nord mead. Nord mead. Chug another mead and another mead, chug another mead till you fall down. Chug another mead and another mead, chug another mead, Maria. After the long hard days of hunting and of war, our throats are tired and thirsty and our bodies drenched in gore. But we won't waste our evenings feeling tired and feeling spent. We perk right up when we breathe in that wholesome honey scent. That's iridyllic brandy, too fruity for these tongues. You can keep your fancy out to wine, it tastes like horker dung. Balmora blue tastes great to you, but here we like it plain. Just fill my mug with a mighty jug of honey, heart and grain. Drinking mead in the halls of Whiterun, the maidens and the men. We swig our brew until we spew, then we fill our mugs again. You can keep your filthy skooma, it makes our bellies bleed. Cause when we raise our flagon to another dead dragon, there is just one drink we need, Nordmead. Nordmead. Nordmead.
Hey there everyone, it's Val and welcome back to Zahjira's Travels in Skyrim. Alrighty, let's make sure I've got all my ducks in the right places. I think they are. Alrighty, let's get started, shall we? And hello bad boy, welcome to the stream on Mixer. Wonder... yeah. Alright, so off camera, Zahjira did do a spot of selling. That's why she's not where we left off. Khajiit has finished selling, and she senses the presence of her spirits once again. So hello to you. And it looks like Kajo is doing something over there with the alchemy. Are you done? Okay, good, he's done. I think it's time we're on our way. It's still snowing, unfortunately. But what can you do? What can you do but wear shoes that keep you out of the water? Hello. Excuse Khajiit. She has places to go, people to see. And she wants to make sure she's going the right way. What's that over there? That looks like a... oh, nope, 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 nope. Did Khajiit not put her water walking boots on? Now her Archmage boots are all wet. Hopefully they'll dry in her pack. Is everybody here? Where's Arander? He did know we were leaving, didn't he? Anybody seen Arander? Oh, there he is. He must have... sorry, I didn't realize you didn't know we were leaving. Glad you caught up. Okay, let's go check this out. It's got some glowy things around it. That might be, Nerdroot. Although because you would have thought that it was a little too cold for Nerdroot to grow. Oh, but she hears Nerdroot. There it is. Yep, that's what she saw glowing. And there's two of them, too. Is there a third one? Holy. This is a very good place for Nerdroot, apparently. Well, who knew? Alright, well, we need to go this way. I'm glad to see at least two of you are using your water walking boots. Someone decided it was time for a swim because you didn't quite notice who. It wasn't Arander. And she thinks it's Karjo going for a swim for some reason. She would have thought this was too cold for Nerdroot, but it apparently is a very sturdy thing. Khajiit wonders what this is over here. She might have to stop. She wonders if she'll ever find the remnants of the boat that she was on. It was upturned in the water, as she recalls. But this... Okay, we've got... What have we got over here? Okay. Hello? Khajiit is friendly. If you won't attack, she won't attack. Hi. How are you?
Yes. Need something?
No. Khajiit has a feeling she's met you before. This could be correct or it could be incorrect. She's not sure. But this one would barter with you? And Trajir Koja, yes? You have nothing. Well, if you really do have nothing, Khajiit thinks that perhaps she will give you some of the grilled leek she's not so fond of. And how about some potato soup? Is a friendly gesture, yes?
Until next time.
Indeed. Yeah, Khajiit's pretty sure she's been here before. So there really isn't that much point in looking around. Although, actually she's thinking here. We do want these. Those aren't super easy to find. Oh good, you're all using your boots. Khajiit is very happy to see that. She did, after all, make them just... Oops. There, got it. Just for this. Now, the reason she's hesitating is... She is wondering... There was that boat... of that poor fellow that she had to set up in order to get into the Thieves' Guild. Where did she make a note about it? This. She's wondering if this is the ship or not. She's not sure. Somehow she doesn't think so. And since she's been here before, she's probably been under here, so she is not inclined to dive into the water. Yeah, she doesn't think this is the place that's going to provide any additional information. Alright. In that case, she will stop and see if there's anything good in the clams. And head out again. She guesses she doesn't really need to sneak on the water. Are you all coming? Well, they know where Khajiit is going, so they will catch up. She has no doubt, they always do. At least she thinks... Well, there's one of them. Is anybody else? Oh, here comes... Where's Arandir? He's really lagging behind... Oh, there we are. Okay. She is so happy to see that they're using the boots that she made them. Makes her very happy indeed. Alright. Khajiit thinks this is where we're supposed to be. Is it? Or is it not? Oh, is it over here? Maybe it's over here. Let's consult the map. Oh, still farther. Okay. Just another iceberg. Alright, hopefully the Horkers don't get peeved at us. Khajiit doesn't really need to do anything with them today, she thinks. Is there anything good along here? Some lockpick ore? Oh. That's not ore there. Alright. She might have to look at the map again. Ah, there's the boat. Septimus's boat. There we go. Well, the boys do know where she was going. And there they are. You're so good at sneaking up on Khajiit. Quadojo? You're kind of... There we go. Fantastic. We're here. Whew, it's so bright in here. Right. Well, Khajiit... Khajiit figures perhaps he will open it when we're here so we can see if Khajiit has made the wrong decision in keeping her promise. Ah, and Trinity. Welcome. Yes, in fact, this is the very area where Khajiit first arrived in Skyrim through her boat sinking. You are not mistaken. She was just talking, in fact, about wondering if she would see the remains of her boat, but she hasn't. Hello, Septimus. Khajiit will be with you in a moment. She wishes to check out this book you have. Boethia's Proving. The following account is true. May it serve as a warning to those with ears to hear and hearts to know. On a certain day, at a certain time, the faithful gathered to perform certain rituals, hoping to gain a glimpse of their master. The day was correct, the summoning was true. Slashing a smoking tear through the veil, she, her very self, appeared before them, terrible and resplendent. She came arrayed in ebony darker than a moonless night, wielding a blade burning hotter than the surface of the sun. And though she wore the guise of a Dunmer warrior queen, she towered above them like a statue carved from the Red Mountain itself. "Why have you disturbed me?" Surprised, the first among them prayed, "O Boethia, prince of plots, deceiver of nations, queen of shadows, goddess of destruction, we come to worship thee." She looked down upon her followers, gathered to bear witness. Frowning, she asked the first, "Tell me, you who profess to know me, how shall I know you?" Afeared, he exclaimed, "Each night I pray to thee. Each night I call out thy wondrous names. Surely thou must recognize the sound of my voice, thy most devoted of believers." She frowned and let out a long sigh, and then of a sudden he was gone, the air from her lungs dispersing him. Turning to the second, she asked, "And you? How shall I measure the worth of your existence?" Stunned by the power of her voice, he bowed before her, darkening visage. She clapped her hands, and he too was gone. To the third, "And you, tell me, how shall I know you apart from such as were they, of whom there is no trace?" Shaken and speechless from the nullifications of his brethren, he whispered, "Have mercy upon us." She blinked twice. Once he was in agony. Twice he was destroyed. She cast a withering glance across those remaining and said, "I do not grant mercy." And so it was with the others. She putting them to proof, they offering none. Finally she came to me, eyes aglow with anger, tongue wet with hate, and said, "Of all my believers but two remain. Tell me, second to last, with what shall you prove your existence?" Without hesitation I drew forth my blade and buried it in the chest of the other, who stood beside me, and without fear replied, "Ask him whose blood now sprouts from my blade, if I exist." She smiled, and the gates of oblivion opened between her teeth. Then she said, "Tell me now, last of my followers, wherefore do you remain where the others do not?" I retrieved my blade and offered it up, saying, "I am alive because that one is dead. I exist because I have the will to do so, and I shall remain as long as there are signs of my handiwork, such as the blood dripping from this blade." Accepting my gift, she nodded and said, "Indeed." If in reading your blood boils in your veins and your mind blazons with fire, then Boethia calls you. It is then most wise to heed her call. Find her on the mount overlooks Windhelm. Meet us there and be tested. Khajiit thinks she's not too fond of this particular god. She would prefer to answer the call of the first cat, as she has been doing. Right.
It's wonderful to be able to sleep soundly, don't you think?
Well, that sort of reading material, Khajiit kind of wonders how you do. And where you do. There is no place for you to sleep.
Dwemer in the beyond, I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths.
She doesn't know if she's doing the right thing. Septimus, Khajiit has returned. If you would stop pacing.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
The top level of what? Are you talking about buildings now? Khajiit wonders why you're so eager to open the box. To prove you can, perhaps?
Ah, the box contains the heart.
So you said.
The essence of a god. I have devoted my life to the Elder Scrolls, but their knowledge is a passing awareness when compared to the encompassing mind of divinity.
But there's not a...
Dwemer were the last to touch it. It was thought to have been destroyed by the Nerevarine, but my lord told me otherwise.
Your lord? And who is your lord,
The Daedric Prince of the Unknown, Hermaeus Mora. I thought there were no secrets left to know until I first spoke to him. He asks a price, to work his will. A few murders.
What?
Some dissent spread.
Uh.
A plague or two.
What?
The secrets I can endure. In time, he brought me here, to the box. But he won't reveal how to open it. Maddening.
He's murdered people. Of course, he's also mad. He did help Khajiit get the Elder Scroll. She's not sure she wants to give it to him, to be honest. Especially now that he's... Trinity. Why are we here? We are here because Khajiit promised to bring the Runed Lexicon, the blank one that she, with the machinery, inscribed knowledge from the Elder Scroll upon it. She promised she would bring it to him as basically payment for helping her get the scroll that she needs. The issue that she has right now is that apparently he has committed, in his words, he has committed murders. The dissent, well, she presumed he did some rumors and things, and, well, lots of people do that. But it's the murders Khajiit is concerned about at this point in time. And that's why she's saying he is mad. Maybe he did actually commit murders, or maybe he didn't. He certainly murders straight speaking without an effort. So she is currently struggling with her conscience. He doesn't look like somebody who could commit murders, does he? I mean, really. So she's struggling. On the one hand, she promised to give him the Runed Lexicon in return for his help, and he did tell her where to find a scroll. She has retrieved it, so she has reaped the benefits of his help. But if she just hands this over to him, she... On the one hand, she feels like she should give it to him because she did promise. And on the other hand, now she's torn because if he really did commit murders, and she still doesn't know if opening this is going to cause bad things to happen. Yes, Khajiit would value your feedback, dear spirits, as to what you think. Because Khajiit is sort of caught between a rock and a hard place. She wants to fulfill her promise, but on the other hand, she's... If he really is a murderer... Giving him the lexicon would release whatever's in the thing, is what you're saying. Most likely have something on it that I would need to fight, which would be a good test to see if Khajiit is strong enough to fight the Black Dragon. You're saying he'll most likely kill this idiot anyway. Dangerous beings usually do that to its followers. Well, yeah. It is true that if she doesn't give this to him, she will forever be burning with curiosity as to what actually is inside this. And she has no proof that he actually has murdered people aside from what he just said. And he, as she has already remarked upon, he is mad. So whether he actually murdered people or just murdered, you know, a book or the language or something else, it's really hard to say. Alright. she's going to give it to him. And hope that she's made the right decision. Septimus.
How long will it be, son? My feet were set upon the rock, but it turned to mud and drew me down.
Right. Zahjira has inscribed the lexicon that you spoke of.
Give it, quickly.
Here you go.
Extraordinary. I see it now.
You can read that?
The ceiling structure interlocks in the tiniest fractals.
Okay.
Dwemer blood can loose the hooks, but none alive remain to bear it.
Don't you be looking at
A
Erander.
panoply of their brethren could gather to form a facsimile. A trick. Something they did not anticipate. No, not even them.
Oh, Dwemer, not...
The blood of Altmer, Bosmer, Dunmer, Falmer, and Orsimer. The elves still living provide the key.
Wait, what?
Bear you hence this extractor. It will drink the fresh blood of elves.
What?
Come when its set is complete.
Okay. Let Zahjira take apart what you just said. You are telling Khajiit that she needs to collect the blood of every living kind of elf that currently still lives in order to open the box, which needed originally Dwemer blood. Does that mean all the elves are related to the Dwemer, like descendants of them? Khajiit wonders why you're so eager to open the box. To prove you can.
The box contains the heart. I have devoted my life to the Elder Scrolls, but their knowledge is a passing awareness when compared to the encompassing mind of divinity. The Dwemer were the last to touch it. It was thought to have been destroyed by the Nerevarine.
Yes, you told Khajiit this
Daedric
story.
Prince of
If
the
Khajiit could
Unknown,
kind of hurry you along.
he asked
Yes,
in
you
time.
told me all this. Yes, it's maddening, very maddening. Thank you.
Maddening.
Yes, yes, okay. Well, apparently, yes, orcs are a type of elf. Well, they do have pointed ears, but then so does Khajiit, and she's not a type of elf, at least as far as she knows. So he wants Khajiit to collect a bunch of blood. Well, that may take a while, Septimus.
Why anything would choose to reside down here is beyond me.
Well, ask him, if you can understand his answer. No wonder he's pacing restlessly. He has no place to sleep. Khajiit would be pacing restlessly, too. What the heck is that? Okay. In Trinity, you're saying you're convinced the heart is just a Daedra that Khajiit may have to fight, and the blood, Khajiit can always go bandit hunting. Yes, that is a good idea, but in the meantime, she's a little concerned by the thing in the opening there. It does not seem to be attacking Khajiit. Perhaps she should investigate it closer? Carefully? Oh, don't touch Khajiit. No, no. No. Okay, it is not hostile. Apparently. Can Khajiit kind of get past it? Is it getting bigger? Oh, it's getting longer. You might be right. Khajiit has never seen anything like it that she remembers. We have to kind of go past it. She doesn't really want to attack it. The boys don't seem to think it... Of course, they were probably relying on Khajiit to... Can't we go... she doesn't really want to go near it. Okay. Okay, hello? Can Khajiit get past you, please?
Come closer.
Oh,
Bask in my presence.
it's one of those Daedra god things. Khajiit can feel it. Who are you?
I am Hermaeus Mora.
Oh.
I am the guardian of the unseen, a knower of the unknown. I have been watching you,
Oh?
mortal.
Khajiit would rather you...
Most impressive.
Oh, you have a lot of eyes? Khajiit could see that you could watch a lot of people at once. You are known to Khajiit as Hamora, yes? What do you want of Zahjira?
Your continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly obsolete. He has served me well, but his time is nearing its end.
Oh, you're not going to kill him, are you?
Once that infernal lockbox is opened, he will have exhausted his usefulness to me. When that time comes, you shall take his place as my emissary. What say you?
Khajiit has other demands on her time, and she is not inclined to murder people, so... No, Zahjira will not serve you, not even a child of Fadomi and Anur. She follows the first cat.
Be warned, many have thought as you do. I have broken them all. You shall not evade me forever.
Khajiit will see about that. Right? Do you think she'll just go down here and think for a moment? Dangerous beings usually kill their followers. Yes.
In the beyond.
Septimus!
I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths.
Septimus!
When the top level was built,
Yeah.
no more could be placed.
Okay, could you...
It was and is the maximal apex.
Would you please be quiet? I just wanted to tell you that if Khajiit does as you've asked and collect this blood, she just spoke with Hermaeus Mora. She's surprised you didn't overhear. If she brings you the things and you open that box, you are going to die. Or at least, that certainly sounds like what is going to happen. He said your usefulness will be at an end and that he's done with you. And if he's having you murder people in order to do whatever it is that he wanted done, she doesn't think he would have any problem doing the same to you. So, she just thought you should know. You still think Khajiit should do this so she can fight the Daedra? Khajiit really doesn't think she is up to fighting a Daedra. A Daedra is a level of god, yes? And Khajiit may be dragonborn and much more than she ever thought she was, but she doesn't think that's something she should plan on doing in the near future. No. Okay. It's always nice to be threatened by a god, isn't it, guys? She assumes you were able to overhear what Hermaeus Mora was saying to Khajiit. To be honest, she's no longer quite sure, because it was physically there to see, whereas the other time she's spoken to one of the Daedra, it was in her head, and she knew you couldn't hear. Apparently he's not all that pleased that Khajiit told him no. How do you plan to fight the World Eater? Well, that is why we are taking the scroll to Parthenax now, because the Elder Scroll is how we are going to do it. We have to read it or something like that. She was kind of hoping that the Runed Lexicon was something she could use, but apparently not, because she can't. She looked at it and she couldn't understand any of it. Khajiit will just follow this. Follow her feet, and her feet say go back to Parthenax. But first, we have to go... Oh, hello, critters. We have to go to Winterhold. Winterhold. She hopes the boys are following and using their boots and not swimming. It's too cold to be farting about on the shore here, guys. Khajiit has to admit she's a little unsettled and in a way a little grumpy. She didn't really like meeting Hermaeus Mora, as Septimus calls him. Okay, let's wait for the boys. Thank you for following. Oh, there's a rabbit. Alright, we need to get over to Winterhold. Yes, she is a little out of sorts. She doesn't really appreciate being threatened when it's like, okay, Khajiit has enough on her plate. She is being asked to save the world, and you're over there waving your Daedric tentacles and saying, hey, if you don't do what I want, you're in trouble. Khajiit just doesn't appreciate that at all. She's like, bite Khajiit. She's got other things to worry about. She realizes that annoying one of the lesser gods, the Daedra, is probably not the best thing to do, but right now she doesn't actually care. She is just getting... The more she thinks about it, the more annoyed she is that... You know, isn't the end of the world something that should be worried about first before you start spouting your Daedra issues at Khajiit? She's just... yeah. She is just not happy right now. Especially is the fact that we have to run all the way back to Solitude, and she is going to go and warm up first. You think he was rather unsightly with the tendrils and things? Yeah. And all the eyeballs and yeah. Khajiit's gonna warm. Warm herself. There's everybody. Excellent. Khajiit's sorry she ran so fast, but she's not in the best of moods at the moment, and she just wanted to get someplace warm so she could continue grumbling to herself, apparently.
How long are we going to let Ranmir drink himself into a stupor? When will enough be enough?
As long as he keeps paying, I suppose. He keeps to himself and isn't hurting anyone.
Oh, are you sure of that? I think Birna might disagree with you.
It's not my place to get involved in their family's business, remember? You're the one that told me to stay out of it.
Khajiit? Ranmir. Didn't he have someone that he wanted Khajiit to find? Jeez. Just going to see if she can find the... Yeah. If she's remembering correctly, and she's not quite sure, she thinks that Vex in Riften, and she thinks that's one of the thieves that spoke so rudely to Khajiit when she was in the Thieves Guild, was named Vex. So that might be the right person. That he wanted her to find her because he was in love with her. So Khajiit can't remember exactly. In any case, it's not something she's going to worry about right now, but... Ah, you remember, do you? Khajiit was asked to find his ex-girlfriend who ran off, but you think perhaps that might have been someone else. Yes, Khajiit isn't sure either. But if she's ever in Riften and Vex ever talks to her more than to be rude, then she might actually ask her, but that is not today. It is interesting how things are coming back to Khajiit. Perhaps the... She's not sure how it works, but perhaps her brain parts that got scrambled in the avalanche are knitting themselves back together. Like, they're supposed to be fixed, but the memories are messed up somehow. She's... To be honest, Guide Marava wasn't entirely really specific about how it all worked. Khajiit suspects she knows exactly how it works, but that she couldn't tell Khajiit for some reason. Perhaps Khajiit has to learn it herself. She doesn't know. Alright, well, if you guys have finished throwing the cheese around, perfectly good piece of cheese tossed on the floor, then perhaps we shall be on our way to Solitude, yes? Khajiit really wishes the cart would keep a branch here so Khajiit and others could return. But she supposes that there's just not enough people who would use it. They do have to make a living, so she supposes that's why. No, that's not good enough. There we are. And this one. Alright. Khajiit is hoping that since we have been so recently along the path here, that there is no new nearby critters and such. So we are just going to run. Here comes the boys. Because it is snowy, it is cold, and she would kind of like to get to the cart and get on our way. We can warm up on the cart. You know, warmth in a group kind of thing. But if something does attack, Khajiit will rely on the boys to help her with that. Okay. Okay, one of Khajiit's kinfolk attacking, it appears. And there is a note. Let's see what the note says. Thank you very much, boys, for your help. Oh. apparently she has another one just like it. As instructed... Oh, it's another assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. Well, Khajiit has ticked off someone. That's the second assassin in very recent times. The last one was a Khajiit too. They're still trying to send her kinfolk after her, thinking that it'll work better. She wonders when they're going to try something else. Well... You predict a dragon. Well, it has been a while, and they do seem to attack not precisely regular intervals, but Khajiit does run across them, and it has been a while, so you're right, there could be a dragon soon. Guess you never jinx things like that by talking about it. Yeah. Well... If there is a dragon, at least we do hear that coming from a little further away. Khajiit wonders if somebody has been by to get Malborn? Yes, Malborn's body from here. Khajiit guesses we will find out. Oh, good. Who are you? Hi.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. The United Empire is better for everyone.
Yes? Are you going the right way? No. No, you aren't. That's Windhelm. Where's... That's Dawnstar. That's Winterhold. That's where we all just were. Okay, is Khajiit just getting confused? But she thought... she thinks she's getting confused. Wasn't Solitude over here? She could have sworn that this is near Solitude. She kind of thought it was there, but not according to this map. According to this map, we're going somewhere else. Okay, fine. Khajiit is just a little confused, that's all. She's not sure how she got confused, but apparently she is. Because this is where we're going. The throat of the world. That would be Whiterun. And that there. Okay. Yeah, why? She doesn't know why she can't find Solitude on the map. It just seems to have vanished. This map. Well, Khajiit supposes we're going to Windhelm then, because apparently Solitude no longer exists on the map. Or she is severely confused. Yeah, she... Okay, yeah, she is severely confused. That's why. Okay, now she understands. Because she was seeing the mountain ranges and thinking, oh, this right. Okay, yes. It's a totally different part of the continent. Apparently that part of her memory was severely damaged because... Yeah, okay, so we are going to Windhelm then. That's why he's going that way. That is the direction to go to Solitude. Gotcha. That would also be why there is no body on the road here from Malborn, because, well, this isn't where he died. Okay, you are... Now you got Khajiit worried about dragons. Hello, fellas. That's right. Okay, it does mean that Khajiit does probably want to be a little more cautious on the road here, since it's not the one she thought she was on. What-ho? What's that on the horizon? Why, it's a wild host. Awesome. Ooh. Thank you very much. Mutality. Thank you very much for the host. That is fantastic. And in fact, I was just about to cycle my stream. So for those of you who are watching on Mutality's channel, you probably don't know what I mean by cycle the stream. Basically, I have to end my stream briefly and restart it so that YouTube has separate episodes. So that does mean I will be unhosted very shortly on Mutality's channel. So this is a serious roleplay. I am playing the character named Zahjira, who is doing her adventures in Skyrim. If you're watching on YouTube, please look at the upcoming live stream section for the next episode, which is 3.00233, I do believe. If you're watching on Twitch or on Mixer, please be patient. The stream will end briefly, but then I will be right back with the next episode of Let's Roleplay Skyrim, Zahjira's Travels. Hope you've been enjoying the stream so far, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. And let's just do an extra save here, just to make sure.